Happy brand new reality, y'all. It's me, Akash, also known as TJ, and I wanted to get into a weird theory and just talk. Um, so I want to preface this wholeheartedly that before we get into anything, you have to take this is just a thought experiment and you have to stay grounded with this. Like, don't take this too far. But with that disclaimer out of the way, I wanted to talk about what is even real. So, I I had this weird thought. I was thinking to myself like, so and actually this thought has started a long time ago now that I'm actually thinking about it. But this started because I was like, I'm trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to look at things from other people's perspectives. And one thing that caught my attention was I'm I am a glober. But I was thinking, I was like, if I just I if you asked me right now, how do I know the earth is round or a globe, I would say I know because scientists or other people told me. Like, I haven't done the math, I haven't actually checked this for myself aside from like research or whatever. So I thought about it. I was like, well, if certain people were to not take things at face value based off what other people say. I know there's experiments. I know we knew that the Earth was a globe a long time. But if, like, let's say all that knowledge went away and I looked at the world, I would say, oh, it's flat. So I'm just thinking that I got the idea that, like, reality is perception. And I know that's already a theory in and of itself. But what we think, it's not going to be, how do I say this? Like, our thoughts, yes, they create reality in the sense that if I think about writing something, I'll write it and now it's in reality. But there's certain things that I just can't verify unless I'm actually there and verifying it for myself. Like, I just have to take your word for it. Just like with other countries, like I use the example Barbados. Is that even a place? I love the name, but I've never been there. All I've seen are pictures online and what other people have told me. And if it's not a real place, take this out. Let's just use a place that I know for sure is real, like Dubai. I think that place is so beautiful, even though I know there's a weird history around that. So yeah, it's like I'd have to just take other people's word on that and then just take it as real. Okay, so this place I've never been to, this place that I've only seen pictures of, and other people have just told me is now real. And yes, it's been proven. People have actually been there and come back, da 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 da. But no one I know. Um, so that's all I'm thinking of. And it's like, okay, well, you can take it even further, like go into space. I've never been into space. Space could just be a literal hologram, and I know there are theories about that, but I, at least as things stand right now, I probably will never verify space for myself, like the cosmos for myself, like all those different planets and galaxies. Like, I'm just taking everyone's word for it, and it's real. And again, yes, there are proofs behind it. I'm not saying it's not real. It's just an interesting theory. And so I get and so that's like the beginning of it. And then I go to like when people have their own spiritual connections, spiritual experiences, and they can't actually verify it in 3D space, but they feel it for themselves. Like I felt gnosis for myself and had other spiritual experiences for myself, but I couldn't verify that for you. But does that mean it's not real? And if it's not real, or if it is real, is real? If it sorry, side note. But yeah, if it is real, it's like just like with those other places, I just have to be able to, you have to just take my word for it. And so yeah, it's an interesting theory. Like you could tell me like any fictional place, like if you have a bunch of, especially with AI going on, and making everything look so real, that is now real in a way. Imagine if an AI just created like this whole new country, and I'm not going there. And then people just say, "Oh, I've been there." It's that's definitely dangerous. Definitely dangerous. But I'm just saying what actually is real. Real is just our perception of what is actually there. The entire globe, there's no way any, I don't know. I think Amelia Earhart circled the globe, but that think she died. I have no idea. But like no one's been around the entire globe, I don't think. So it's like we're just taking that based off of evidence and based off what other people say, but that's now real for us. And so yeah, it's just coming down to like what actually is real. And especially if you get into like some religions and some spiritual not practices, spiritual ideologies, it's like everything's in the mind of God. And personally what I believe, which I can get into in another video, but I believe in our Amen, which is my word for this whole grand space that we're living in, this whole grand reality, in the sense that it's our imagination. Everything happens from our imagination, in the sense that you have to think it and then you can do it. So just like with me, like my stories started in my head and now I translated that into actual reality. It was real in my head and now it's real in 3D space. Same thing with thoughts, by the way. It's like, are thoughts real? Some people say they're neurons being electrified in your brain or something. I'm being so hyperbolic, but that's basically, I don't know the right terminology. And it's like, well, I just turned that thought into actual reality. Even if the thought isn't real, it's been made manifest. So I do think that we're all tiny minds that go around and think things into reality. We can't do anything. We're still within bounded laws, but there are certain things that we just like going to the moon. Again, I've never been to the moon. I do believe we have, but it's like, I'm just taking your word for it. There's theories that people haven't gone to the moon, and there's theories that people have. And there's evidence, I guess. I'm sure there is, because like I said, I believe it, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. So yeah, it's just a funny theory. I could make up a place and then use AI and then being like, oh, I've been there, and if enough people believe it, it becomes an egregore. Which that's another topic. But an egregore is basically like if enough people believe in something, it can become real in a sense. That's a very brief explanation. But yeah, it's like, and then you'd have to just take my word for it. You could do that in a very malicious way. You could do it in a very non-malicious way. Like I said, with my spiritual experiences, people had a lot of them or have a lot of them, and you just can't really verify it because it's not in 3D space. But there's a lot of things in 3D space that, unless I'm actually there, I'm just still taking on faith, or taking on faith might be a strong word, but I hope this is making sense. I like talking about this type of stuff. Um, so yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I hope I really made myself clear. And like I said at the beginning, don't take this too far, because that's how you can get like conspiracy theories, and um, where you start questioning everything, and that can be dangerous. Um, but yeah, it's just an interesting thought. We're all, and I believe we're all just thoughts within one bigger thought. So whatever, just make sure to stay grounded. Let me know what you think in the comments if you had anything or any questions. Um, but yeah, I want to start talking about more of this type of stuff. I might circle back to this after I like write a script, because once again I haven't written a script for this, but this is just more off the cuff. I forgot what prompted me last night, but I was like, I really want to make a video about this, and so here we are. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and if I've earned it, subscribe, and talk to you later. See you later in our amen.